I named it before I really made the piece, so now I feel like the title is much bigger than the piece itself. But I mean, basically, I am interested in sort of like mythologies and personal mythologies that you create in your own artwork. So the sort of like pseudo-mythology that I have in my piece isn't really like from any place in history or culture, but it's just sort of like a general sort of sense of the birth of humans and animals and all that. And the infrastructure, I've always been interested in cities and sort of like these, you'll see in a lot of my animations that there's a lot of cities, like weird collages, sort of surreal landscapes, and I've always been interested in like these worlds that humans create of city structures and these weird beehives of buildings. I was just interested in figuring out ways to make animation that's not just on a screen in a dark room in front of an audience, the standard way of seeing a film, but seeing it, as a live performance or kind of in a theatrical setting where the projection is broken up into layers and onto bodies and stuff like that, or onto sort of an installation where the audience has to kind of like walk around it to figure out what's happening. And I guess just a different way to sort of approach seeing animation or creating animation. I make all my animation in After Effects, and I came to doing animation through making collages, so I kind of consider most of my work to be moving collages, and even in my performance, my body is sort of like this layer that's being collaged with the imagery. It's original music, so I would give the musician a little design or something that they can react from, and then give me a sample of music, and then I would animate to it. And it's also very back and forth, where it's kind of like the music polishes the animation polishes the music. So I think that's another reason why the music and the animation too is like hopefully very integrated and it feels like very connected. It's actually been pretty similar around the world. The audience reaction has been pretty similar. I think because the piece itself, there's no words. It's very intuitive and much more emotional. So I think the audience, it's like kind of universal. It's like wherever I go, people just connect it to an emotional level, and a lot of people just. I think it makes people happy to see something that's much more just emotional and not really like limited because of language or anything.